that the key to long life is eating healthy, not filling our stomachs with Chinese and Kentucky. Our food culture is slowly dying, leaving a lot of our people crying. The foods that our grandparents ate are no longer found on our plate. Do you know cassava musa, red herring, and sawfish used to be called a poor man's dish? Potatoes and breadfruit roasted up with sprat are sure no fire none about that. We need to get back to the foods of the past to build back the stamina that we have lost.
Coconut water is good for your daughter. But because of your disease, we turn to sprat water. Don't forget your sorrel, ginger, and bush tea. Instead of the doctor, at them you should see. Sarsaparilla is good for you too. But if you ain't 18 or older, it's not for you. The beverage are swank. You know, baby, top up with some lime, full of vitamin C. Mangoes and guineas are now in galore. Make use of them and keep out the store. So drink up the local man. You can't go wrong. Just look at me, how me big and strong.
We took the time to remind you of these. Now go home and plant your own black-eyed peas. Bring back cassava dumpling and the fish. Did I mention it's my favorite dish? A Heritage Day in the village for sure will help to educate our people some more.
Let us show the young people how to prepare all these great foods that we have right here. Because if we are lost to our own, we would find diseases will creep up even from sign. So teach the youths now while they're in school the way to prepare our local foods.
Lend an ear, you people in education, put cooking on the timetable from grade 1.
That was the Charlestown Primary School's Jaedee Caines and Shakia Claxton in the 2009 Talented Youth Competition. In 2004, students of the St. Thomas's Primary School, Monique Jeffers and the Chelsea Isles celebrated Culturama 30 during their talent performance. Here now are Monique and Chelsea.
Everybody, Popella, 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 round this up, Popella, Popella, helicopter, 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 why you stop for? Helicopter, helicopter, for the woman them, helicopter, excitement, excitement, bring up your hand, girl, excitement, bounce your friend, my girl, excitement, push them out of the way, excitement, Shelly belly, yeah. Shelly belly, Shelly belly, everybody, Shelly belly, come, Shelly belly, do it, Shelly belly, do it, Shelly belly, Shelly belly, yeah, Shelly belly, Shelly.
I hear the music from way down the road. You mean you're having this big party with all them people here and you don't even invite me? What kind of friend you be, man?
Boy, what happened to you? It's a Culturama 30th anniversary. And we have lots of reason to celebrate. My mother, Laura Richards, was a Nidax. My uncle, Calvin Cabo Howe, was a Nidax. My one and only grandmother, Irma Johnson, who treat me so nice, was a Nidax. And my godfather, Men Helmville, bless his dear soul, was a Nidax too.
How come you touch the Isles? You should take Nidax too.
Jerry, lad, you mean to say you don't know what NIDAX mean? NIDAX stands for Nevis Dramatic and Cultural Society. This is a group that first started Culturama in 1974, and the late Calvin Cabo Howe was our first president. There were many more members: Clifford Booth Griffin, Sylvester Griffin, Elton Waits, and Bernard Myers.
Some of your godfather too?
No, all of them are my cousins. So we know everything about Culturama.
You know all about this.
Good thing, Mike.
But you don't tell me. You're the first Culturama show, was it? And who was the first Miss Culture?
Boy, that easy. first cultural show was held right over there at the Charles Secondary School. And after that, they built a show down at Grove Park and Penny's Club. Then some people used to get so much envy and fall. Then there's a cramp, but still wouldn't go home. Mike. Jerry, Mike.
But I be till I get wet. I can't believe after 30 years we still don't have a roof over our head.
But the culture used to be good. Oh, by the way, Lucina Sebaton way from Vicky was the first Miss Culture. You wouldn't believe how young she look. Them said she will give the young contestants stiff competition. But I bet you can't tell me who was the first culture Calypso King.
How you mean? You rape on me tongue, you know. I forget the name, you know. But the always a weird them flip-flop joggers that butter sell. Yes! Lord come!
But no, you're going to say mix up. Come is the one who cut the first and play record. Then say he only get 2 cell. He weigh one and he weigh the sand he weigh the next one.
Well, who was the first cultural Calypso King? Tell me now.
The first cultural Calypso King was Alfonso Knight, the mighty zero from Brown Hill. Brown Hill massive! Big up on yourself!
But we got to big up St. Thomas sister. For 29 years, King Miko and this and that, that's in Calypso. St. Thomas is myself. Say yeah! Say yeah! But you know who me like the best? Poopa Wheeler. He are the smartest. For all these years, they say you only got one tune. Boy, you missed the part of those play. But me glad me now walk today. What? Gonna see the Queen show. Yes, man. Wanna hear Kaiso. I'm gonna be the fox in your hen house. How are you doing? Yum in your chicken. Roofy on your rooftop. Are we coming? Yes, what? Take it away.
Man, we could talk about a whole lot of people who help to preserve our culture. But not time there. And if you want more information, check me Mother Laura Richards and me Mother Irma Johnson. Or log on to nevisculturama.net. Because party become me for party.
That was a 2004 Talented Youth Competition featuring St. Thomas's Primary School's Chelsea Isles and Monique Jerry Jeffers. Poopa Wheeler, you better look out because Jerry is coming in full force. Now, we've been looking at some of our great Culturama moments. We'll take a break, then we'll be back with the final segment. Stay tuned.
Greetings, this is Rasai Roy. And my message to the youths in Nevis, you're the youths of today, recognize your potential for your role tomorrow. And let us help you to be that person that you can be. Live up.
Welcome back to Candid with your girl, Miss Skittles. For those of you who are just tuning in, Candid is every Friday night here on NTV's Channel 8, or you can view it via the World Wide Web. Simply log on to Facebook at www.facebook.com/Nevis Television, and you'll be able to view this show as well as much more of our nightly programming. In this week's episode, we've been looking at the Mr. Cool competition and the Talented Youth pageant. But now, we go to the annual Miss Culture Queen competition, 2009 to be exact, when Cindy Liebert paid tribute to Ramsbury resident Hazel Francis in her cultural appearance and speech. Here now is Cindy.
From the village of Church Ground where I reside to the streets of Charlestown where tourists congregate, know that I have answered your call. From the offices of the Nevis Cultural Development Foundation to primary schools where efforts are being made to preserve our culture, know that I have answered your call. From the homes of Irma Johnson and Halstead Suti Byron, know that I, Cindy Liebert have answered your call. A call to bring Nevisian culture alive for Culturama 35. For 3 consecutive years, I recorded my contribution to Culturama by participating in the Mystical competition as a model with Nemesis Modeling Agency. On 18th September 2008, I represented my island in the Miss Silver Jubilee pageant and placed first runner-up. With the rich culture that we possess and the solid path that has been laid by our dedicated and culturally motivated women, it is no wonder we are able to celebrate 35 years of math, folklore, and fun. Through the instrumentality of news anchor, mother, former teacher, chaperone, and true cultural icon Hazel Francis, residents and visitors alike can enjoy the luxury of listening to oral documentaries of some of our most renowned cultural icons. These works featuring stories of Laura Blake, Susanna Brandy, and Sam the Sheriff Hanley. She is always willing to share stories with the island's youth. Her passion was the driving force behind the revival of traditional dances in schools, utilizing the resources of the Darrell Door dancers. Under the Department of Community Affairs, Hazel was the first appointed cultural officer in Nevis. One cannot hear the word Culturama and not think about the works of Hazel Francis, the granddaughter of former masquerade dancer Aubrey Paris and former cakewalk dancer Christabel Francis. But it does not stop there. Her father was a steel pan player, and we all know her mother, Eulalie Francis, is a woman of many talents. Hazel Francis built the walls to secure this heritage, and yours truly, Cindy Liebert, is now ready to place the roof that will keep our Nevisian culture alive as we celebrate Culture